I'm here with Marlin Sims. You have a big fight coming up at the Armory this week. How have you been? Talk to the fans. How you been?
Man, I've been good. A lot of different adventures, a lot of different pathways and journeys that I've been taking since I moved down here in Florida. Super excited for this weekend to be able to fight. It's like a homecoming fight to me. That's the way I look at it. I haven't fought in Minnesota in I don't know how many years. So that's where it all started. And I'm excited to come back and just, fight in front of a lot of people who've seen me from the very beginning.
For sure. Let's before we get into this fight, I'd like to talk a little bit about these adventures that you've been on. I didn't know until recently that you had moved to Florida. I mean, that's really cool news. How did you end up in Florida?
Oh man, I just wanted new weather. I just wanted some new weather, man. I was done with the cold. I'm the type person that, I grew up in Minnesota, so I'm like I've been there all my life. So I'm like I know what's here. It's about time to go ahead and experience something different. And it was either Vegas or Florida, and Florida had won. And man, since I got down here, just different ventures, getting certified in scuba diving, getting more acclimated with the different wildlife out here with the dolphins, manatees, sharks, stingrays, goddamn alligators, everything, crocodiles. So the different bugs, birds, everything that's down here, man. It's been phenomenal coming down here.
Yeah, so are you missing the snow at all? It's winter here. What?
No,
Aren't
not
you?
one bit. Not
Yeah,
one bit do I miss it. I'm like, goodness, why do I even got to come back there during this time of year? Like it could have been the summer, but no, it's all good. It's so funny because I got acclimated to the weather here. When we first came down here before we moved, we came down here for Christmas break 2022 or no 2021. We came down for Christmas break, and obviously we coming from the negatives up in Minnesota, it's super cold. We came down here, it felt like summer and spring. So we still going to the beach in December and things like that. But now we're here, which you can still go to the beach, but just there's a few days where it get cold, and it's like, whoa, let me grab a sweater or something. So that's always funny.
that is awesome. Can you talk a little bit about I know I don't know if you can talk about this or not. I've heard that you have been on a television show possibly. Is there any details you can give on that, Naked and Afraid? Or is that something you can talk about a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people know if they've been following me on social media, I've always been in my backyard or going out to different parts of the woods from when I was in Minnesota and even when I moved down here to Florida and self-teaching everything about, surviving in the wild and the nature and things like that, learning how to build fire, build shelter, hunt primitively and things like that. And I've always documented everything and uploaded it up to, my social media tagging, Naked and Afraid and Discovery and all of that stuff. And they eventually reached out to me, and I can't say that I spent my time out in the bush. And the most thing I can say is it was a phenomenal time, and I can't wait till my episode drop and everybody can go ahead and see, you know, me in that element of just, a different path, a different journey, something new, such as that.
Yeah, I mean that's amazing because I mean that's almost a daily thing. Me and my kids, we love that show. So when we finally found out that you're going to be a part of that we get to watch, is that something that you and your family have also watched prior to you being on the show?
Yeah, I've watched almost every episode of that just from like just how I got into boxing from sitting on the couch or sitting in the bed watching something and being like, I can do this. That's how I got into boxing, and that's how I also got into my outdoor nature is adventure style. But yeah, so they watch it, here and there with me and whatnot, and they always just find it so weird. Like, well, why do people have to be naked? I'm just like, that's a part of it is because you know, even with you having a few pairs of clothing on, you still feel a little bit protected and, whatnot. But when you're out there bare, that's a whole different, you feel a lot more exposed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just wait for the episode to air to find out more information on that. I don't want to keep going on that part of it. I know you talked about obviously in Florida. Can you talk about where you're training at? Yeah, gyms. Like, where are you up to boxing wise in Florida?
Yeah, so when it comes to boxing wise, man, well, let me first say, man, it's a lot of good sparring all around. Florida's such a big area, so sometimes you got to travel a little bit further. But I got some good sparring partners. One of them actually fighting tomorrow on Pro Box. His name Dante. I can't think of his last name, but we call him Tay Wolf. He fights on Pro Box tomorrow, so that'll be something for people to check out on the Pro Box YouTube and whatnot. And a lot of other people, man. Just one of the gyms where I started at was Signature Punch Boxing here in Tampa. And then I kind of, from there to another gym where I'm working with one of my new trainers. He's going to be with me up there in Minnesota. And that gym is called Koi. It's a Muay Thai gym, but it has the boxing ring, the boxing bags. And so we do all of our boxing stuff there because we have unlimited access there.
Okay. Well, that's great. I know you're fighting at the Armory again. I know you 2018 you won the decision there. What are your thoughts on fighting in one of the, I mean, many people believe it's one of the best venues in the world. Yeah, I mean, it's getting big. What are your thoughts about being back?
Oh man, honestly, man, it's like a full circle like kind of thing for me. It's, being the first fighter, let alone just the first Minnesotan, get in there and get the victory and set the pace. That's my own piece of history that I could hold. Like when they say that they reopened up the venue, I was the first boxer to get in there from Minnesota and get the win and, do my thing and had an amazing time. And now I'm coming back on what is the final show of Showtime. So, it just seems like a good full circle for me, especially at this point in my career where it's just like, all right, man, we see it, where you start getting those moments where, all right, man, I'm not active, I'm getting older, not old, it's only 31.
Yeah.
But, just getting older, I didn't have the traditional upbringing where it's like, this is what I've been doing my entire life. Uh, so it's like kind of that full circle just coming back around. I'm no longer in Minnesota, but now I'm coming to a prominent spot of Minnesota for boxing, and it's just a lot of different feelings, and I feel great about it. I'm excited about it for this opportunity, even with just a 2 week notice of this fight here. But I do feel that my conditioning and my skills and everything is where they need to be able to go out there and pick up this victory for sure.
Yeah. Have you been in the gym then training you say 2 weeks notice, but have you been training?
Yeah, yeah. So I've been in a gym. Obviously, it's not at that intense, I'm getting ready for a fight type of training. But yeah, I've been in a gym. So that's why I didn't feel too bad, thinking that was that high of a risk of, taking this opportunity, even though, my opponent, Harrison Jr., he's, you know, accomplished a lot in amateurs and whatnot. But, it's always different when you get in there with the fighter. So I ain't too worried about it.
Yeah, yeah. Is that you mentioned he was amateur standout. Is there anything more you know about him style wise? I know that when we first talked a few weeks ago, you said you didn't really know much about him. Have you been able to study him at all? Do you know his style at all, or what do you know about him?
Yeah, no, I didn't even, study a lot of tape. A lot of some of the fights that I seen, they were either just a few rounds at a time, or quick knockout clips, highlights or whatnot. So it wasn't nothing a lot that I can go off of in those fights. So I didn't really, dig too deep into those fights right there.
Okay. Yes.
Once my daughter's at the door. Yeah,
Oh, it's
my, come here. Yeah, come here. I don't know. It's her birthday.
oh, oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. What's up? You can't bring that. That's not gonna fit under the door. Okay, step out for now, and then I'll come out there. I'll be out there. You gotta close the door.
That's okay. I'll make the rest quick though, just because I know I want to get you back to the birthday girl. But when will you be arriving in Minnesota? When are you gonna be here?
So I'll be in tomorrow evening. Oh no, Wednesday evening. Oh, sorry, that's both the same thing. Thursday. You want
Okay.
to say hi? Say
Birthday
hello.
girl. How you doing? Nice to meet you. How are you?
Say I'm doing good.
Yeah, you having a
Say,
good birthday?
are you having fun for your birthday?
Yes.
Tell them how old are you?
5.
5 years
5
old
years
today.
old. That is awesome. That's a great age.
Yeah, she's a whole lot of extra energy. But yeah, no, so I'm getting into town Thursday evening, so which is not too bad because also the one thing that, with this being at a heavier weight, it's heaviest I've been at in my career, but it also made it, very easy for me to make this weight. This is very close to my walk around weight. So I don't plan on, picking up a lot of weight after weigh-ins and stuff. So, but I do feel good and, feel full and things like that. Okay, mama. Yeah, take it outside with you. Take it out there. Thank you much.
Listen, I think we should just wrap it up right now. That was a good
Mhm.
calling.
No, we got a few more minutes. I'm okay. She just wanted to come in. Close the door behind. Thank you. Love you. No, it's
Okay.
yeah, she know we're good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so yeah, you're gonna be in Minnesota soon. Then, what is the buzz on your family like when they found out about this? Are they gonna be showing up in big numbers? What are their
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a big outcome turnout for, the support that I'm have there, just from everybody from the gyms that I've been at, the people that I know, a lot of people who haven't seen me fight in a long time. Uh, I feel like I should probably have like one of the biggest crowd welcoming, things, even with like, like I said, like even with a short notice close to the holidays, some people like, oh, or they probably had plans and, whatnot. But I feel like it's gonna be amazing. I feel like it's gonna be really amazing. Like I had people's like, "You're fighting. All right, am I getting my tickets from you, or am I getting it from here?" And I got some people. They was like, "Yeah, we got from tickets from row from 1 to 19 all the way through, or whatever the case." So I'm like, "Yeah, it sounds like I'm supposed to have a lot of people there." So I was super excited for that. And, man, I'm just excited to be back in this fight mode and um, just get back doing to something that I truly love and enjoy.
Yeah. This isn't even a look past this fight or anything like that. But what does your future look like in boxing? Like how where are you? Are you looking for years? Like what are you looking at?
Honestly, I just need to stay active for me to stay, you know, into it. Honestly, that is the biggest thing. Just the inactivity. Like I could be at the gym every day, but at the same time, it's like, other than just the simple health benefits that I'm getting from it, I know I need to be working towards something, in the competitive side. If I'm, continuously having one fight a year, things like that, or, 2 year layoffs and then something come up where it's like, I'm not, then, so it's just hard to say. But I know that's where I could say for myself, if it's gonna be, one fight a year, things like that, at the same time that's going to get me up on my grind and make me stay in a position to where, like, for this fight here, my plan is to catapult myself and stay in this type of shape just in case I get another 3 week notice and things like that until I can, get back to being on that A side situation.
Okay. Do you know if this fight is going to be streamed? I know that, well, Showtime, have you been told, will this be shown for people, your people in Florida, anybody in Minnesota that can't make the fight?
Yeah, so I believe it will be on the contract and say televised. Usually I know when I see televised, it will say yes or no. So this one says televised. So I don't know if that's going to be on the Showtime YouTube part or if that's going to be on the Showtime telecast part. So either way, I just been just trying to find out a little bit more information. But once I get there Thursday, I'm pretty sure I'll get a yes or no or let me know on which one it'll be on.
Gotcha.
But so I'm super excited about that and just being able to have that. I fought on Showbox one, so now having it on Showtime for this one. It's just a lot of great. Just for me, I'm the type of person that loves every experience. So for me, it's like I'm still fighting on these type of shows where it's like for me that feels phenomenal. I'm just excited, man. Just from where I started with boxing, I just have fun with it. That's it. I embrace it and experience it, and that's it.
Yeah. That's where I think we should leave it off at. I want to get your final thoughts though. What can the fans, that have seen you fight, the fans that are going to see you for the first time, what do you want to say to them?
I definitely want to say, Marlon Sims and so Icey, I am a boxer with decent punching power. For the most part, nobody's just gonna walk through anything if I just hit them with it. I've been definitely working on, going down to the body, mixing up different combinations. Everybody know I could be a very technical style boxer. If I know that my jab is winning me to fight, I'll go ahead and do that. But I'm at that point where it's like I'm trying to pick it up, kind of push it instead of having somebody push me to where I have to turn it on. I want to be able to just turn it on and let them hands go. I'm going to be planning for a knockout for this fight, man. I just think I want to go ahead and make a very big, exciting, something spectacular, something magical right now, something highlight worthy. But everybody got a plan till you get in there. So at the end of the day, you can't expect me to be victorious at this after this weekend.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate your time. It was great to hear from you again, and best wishes this weekend.
Man, I appreciate it. Can't wait to link up with you when I get there in town.
Yes, I will definitely see you there.
All right, brother. Thank you much.
Right on. Take care.
Yes, sir.